Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.
Company Dadiani Invest, owned by Ilia Zulaya, the founder of Archi Group, has acquired 270.288 square meters of real estate in Tbilisi. The asset includes the territory of a former railway carriage repair factory near Tsotne Dadiani Avenue. The purchase agreement was signed on April 16, 2025. The territory belonged to companies owned by family members of Nino Tilosani, Wissol Garden US Trading Company and Prof Group. According to the document, Wissol Garden planned to implement $250 million investment project on the site. However, as it turns out, Ilia Zulaya Dadiani Invest bought the property from the Bank of Georgia. The development plan for the former railway carriage repair factory included construction of residential and commercial spaces, underground and above-ground parking lots. According to Ilia Zulaya, within the framework of the development regulation plan, a multifunctional complex will be built on the site. The investment cost of the project is up to $250 million. As of the public registry, Ilia Zulaya remains the owner of 92% of the company. A 5% share is owned by the joint company Gravity Investment, founded by businessman Koba Chekurishvili, and 3% by joint stock company Letterman, founded by Tina Barbakadze. Vasil Khorava, General Director of Wissol, says that the company plans to rebrand its gas stations, which will cost up to 20 million lari. He spoke about the future plans with BMG-TV. As Vasil Khorava stated, over 120 petrol stations will be rebranded by the end of the year. By the end of 2025, Wissol will rebrand 50% of its gas stations, and we will have modern infrastructure with more fast food outlets. Our competitive advantage is complexity. Customers demand more services from industries. Over 20 million lari will be spent in stages on rebranding. At the same time, we want to install appropriate equipment for electric chargers. We will make quite large purchases soon. We want to keep up with the trend, which encourages importing electric vehicles to the country, said Vasil Khorava. According to him, the company also plans to introduce self-service stations more actively, which will save operating costs. Today we have 10 pilot gas stations, but in 2026 we also want to carry out technological equipment, thus providing self-service on larger scale and transforming them to technological processes. This is our future plan, said General Director of Wissol. Hotel management company Collection International is expanding on the Georgian market and adds new facilities. The company's regional director, Ketevan Mikashavidze, spoke to BMG about this. In particular, according to Mikashavidze, the company plans to open another hotel in Kakheti region. In addition, as she says, projects suspended during the pandemic are gradually returning to the active phase. This year, we plan to open a hotel in Kakheti region. It's also gratifying that projects suspended during the pandemic are gradually returning to the active phase and development continues. In addition, this year, the construction of a branded hotel under our management was also resumed in Borjomi. Our goal is to master Georgia's all attractive locations, Ketevan Mikashavidze said. Hotel Collection International is headquartered in Madrid, Spain. Currently, Hotel Collection International manages about 15 hotels in Spain and Georgia under various brands, including DoubleTree by Hilton Holiday Inn, Express Holiday Inn, Indigo, Ramada by Windham, Ramada Resort, and others. The chairman of Supervisory Board of ICR Group, businessman Kaha Kazaradze, declares that Q1 has been quite difficult for the retail business, and he assumes that the second quarter will be even harder. As Kaha Kazaradze told BMG-TV, ICR Group had 10% less sales between January and March. The first quarter was quite difficult. We had a 10% decrease in sales compared to what we planned. I think the second quarter will be more difficult for sales, said Kaha Kazaradze, noting that the problem for businesses is the population's reduced purchasing power. Inflation is rising and population's income is decreasing. We also record the influx of customers into stores, which is quite reduced, said the businessman. As the chairman of the supervisory board of ICR Group said, the tourist share has also changed in Georgia's trade sector. More low-budget tourists are coming to the country and spending less. Since we are a small country, we should choose quality and not mass tourism, which ultimately does not leave much income except for traffic, said Kaha Khazaradze. ICR Group is one of the largest companies in the retail business in Georgia. The company began operating in Georgian market in 1993 and currently has about 1,000 employees. ICR Group represents international brands of shoes, clothes, accessories, furniture and food establishments. Park Hotel, which owns hotels in Borjomi and Tsaltubo, must build a hotel complex with at least 30 rooms in Surami, specifically in Chumateleti, by February 2027. The company must invest at least 3 million lari, according to a decree published on the government administration website. As of the agency in 2020, non-agricultural land plots and buildings located in Chumateleti Khashuri municipality was transferred to Park Hotels through a direct sale. The total area of the land is 100,000 square meters, for which the company paid 500,000 lari. Park Hotel was founded in 2014. The company is managed by the Hotel Crown Plaza Borjomi Resort and Spa. 100% shareholder of the company is Marika Ugrekhelidze. Company Agrokiziki is building a farm near the village of Norio in Itabani municipality. As the company's founder, Taktakishvili, told BMG TV, more than 2 million lari has already been invested in the construction of the farm. Taktakishvili says that due to the high demand, they plan to sell the meat mainly on the local market. As he notes, the cows for the new farm were brought from Kazakhstan. Nina Chubinidze, general manager of Hotel Shota Rustaveli, says that during the low tourist season, 5-star hotels offer such low prices to guests that they even compete with 3-star hotels. Dumping prices occur very frequently. For example, during low season, 5-star hotels can compete with 3-star hotels. This is nothing in the country that regulates this. Moreover, numerous new facilities have been opened and the market is not stable either, especially during the winter. I don't know how this should be regulated at the legislative level, but I know there are countries where certain regulations exist, meaning a 5-star hotel cannot reduce the price below a certain point, Chubinidze said, and added that despite increasing costs, hotel room prices still have not returned to pre-pandemic levels. According to her, currently the main guests are at the Hotel Shota Rustaveli from Israel and Russia. Growth is also being recorded from India's direction. Regarding tourists from Europe, Chubinidze notes that an increase has not been observed yet. Itabani winery will offer agrotourism services from May 1. Rati Kochlamazishvili, founder of Family Winery, told BMDG. According to the founder of the farm, they have already received advance bookings from both local and international visitors. More specifically, tourists from Germany, Switzerland and Poland are interested in spending time in Itabani. We have international bookings from Switzerland, Germany and Poland. We are mainly focused on European markets. Itabani will offer customers agrotourism farm tours. The main leading direction is wine tasting and dinner. In addition, getting acquainted with the technology of clay wine production and testing local dishes. We don't have the opportunity to provide accommodation, although there are many family hotels near our farm, and Lapota is just a 15-minute drive from us. Accordingly, we are flexible in this regard, said Rati Kochlamazishvili. According to him, the facility has different spaces. The indoor space can accommodate up to 25 people and the outdoor space can accommodate up to 100 people at the same time. The Kochlamazishvili Family Winery Itabani was officially opened in 2023. It's located in Kakheti in the village of Kvemo Alavani Akhmeta municipality. Georgian retail chain Daily has begun its international expansion outside the country and has exported the brand to Uzbekistan. Daily's first supermarket opened in Tashkent, the capital city of Uzbekistan, late in March. The company began operating outside the country last year, and in December 2024, Daily Group acquired a controlling stake in the chain store of B1. Akaki Beraya, the head of company's international project development, notes that the brand's expansion into export market is an important stage both in the development of the company and in the globalization of Georgian retail sector. According to him, today the company is working on the rebranding of B1 store chain so that 33 new branches will be represented under daily brand in Uzbekistan by summer. We entered Uzbekistan in November and started rebranding. Rebranding process is not just about changing the name of the store. We need to change the standards, and most likely by the summer all these stores will be represented by the daily brand, said Akaki Beraya, noting that the company is also looking for new locations in Uzbekistan to further develop the chain.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.